So when you turn on your air conditioning, do you get that funky smell? If you do, then it's time to change that cabin filter. So it's pretty easy to do. I'll walk you through it, but here I've got three choices you can purchase these. These two are from Amazon. This one's directly from Tesla. So this is the OEM. You have to buy two. They sell them individually. So I believe it was $17 or $18 each. Can't remember the price of this. It was a bit cheaper. It's Breathe Easy. It's virtually a knockoff of the Tesla one. The build quality looks exactly the same. It looks really good. Over here I've got the HEPA filter options. So they have a filter with maybe a mesh on it. This is a generic one from Amazon, and they'll have some carbon piece. The thing that I would just make sure that if you are going to purchase a HEPA filter, just make sure that when the tab is up to the top like this, that the front part is actually the filter, because they built these ones backwards. The filter should be on this side. You can see that from, as an example, this one right here. The front part is the filter, and then the carbon filtration is on the back. So just be aware of that if you're going to purchase these. So anyway, I'm going to go through the installation process. But again, if you've got that funky smell, replacing the filter is not all you need to do. You need to go ahead and purchase one of these cooler cleaners. This is Cool-It. I believe this is one recommended by Tesla. This is another one that people are recommending on Amazon. Well, I'll be testing that one out. I'm going to spray this one as well just to see what it smells like. I'll let you know at the end. But this should take no more than half an hour for you to do. You're going to pull the panel underneath the glove box down that's held in with 5 pins. And then there's a panel right beside your console. We'll pull that out. And then there's just the cover that protects this and locks it into place. We'll pull that out, pull those filters out. I'll show you what's inside there where the condenser coils are. And then we'll go ahead and clean it and then put it all back together. Again, it shouldn't take us too long. Anyway, let's get into it. So we're just going to take the 5 pins underneath here, and like I said, there's this panel right here that we're going to have to pull off. So let me go ahead and take that panel out to start with. Okay. We're just going to pull that panel down like that, and then there's a light switch, the light there. So take the LED light out, and then there's a speaker. So we're just going to unplug that, and then we've got this panel right here. And what you're going to do is just reach up to the top and pull on it, and then pull out the sides. And you can see these are just held in with clips here. So you just need to make sure these are all on there. Okay, and right here, right there, it's a T20. So we'll just take that out. Put that to the side. And then this just pops out like that. And inside there, you see that filter just comes out. Oh, these are looking really clean still. We're just going to pull that out. Oh, I guess it'll be clean on that side. Okay, and then you just lift this one up and you pull that one out. Now the bottom one's going to be dirtier than the original one, or the top one. Okay, so being that I parked my car inside, and yeah, it does kind of feel dampish or something, but they're not too bad. No like bugs or critters, so it looks pretty good. We'll pull those out. Let's just compare it to the original. So you can see right there, it's the old one. If you turn it over, this is the inside part, so it won't be too much different, but definitely something for sure on this side. I'm definitely gonna clean it. It does feel like dampish or something, so we'll go ahead and replace those. Okay, so the next step is I'm gonna be using this cleaner. I'll put a link down in the description. So you just pop that off. So you need to take this red cap off, and then place on the white one. Just be aware that when you press this, it's gonna spray. There we go. Okay. And before we do that, I can't see in it, but the camera can. So we'll take a look at afterwards, the shot. Okay. And there's supposed to be a drain hole down the bottom, so we'll see if that actually shows up there. Okay, so here's the setup right here. And what we're gonna do is press on this, and then we're gonna spray this nozzle inside, and we're gonna go back and forth like this across the top and move down along the coils and cover as much as we can until this can is completely empty. Okay, so all I'm doing is spraying, going all the way to the top. Okay, so that's completely empty. Okay, so I've completely sprayed that whole inside. And hopefully you can see it. Looks like it's sticking out here, so that's good. And all the way up there, hopefully. Anyway, now we just let this dry out. So we'll leave this for 5 or 10, 15 minutes. So I've decided to spray the coolant version as well. The other one smelled like cleaner. This one actually smells like spearmint. So I'm just gonna spray this one in there too. And so this is what it looks like when it comes out. It's like foam. Yeah, this one smells like spearmint. So the coolant one actually smells like spearmint. I sprayed so much it's coming out of the hole there, but I'm okay with that. So now we'll just let that sit. Now that we've waited our 10 minutes or so, the way this goes in is it goes to the top like this, and it clips into a little spot there, and then we put this screw in here. So right now what I'm going to do is I've let it drain. So it's been draining for about 10 minutes. still dripping a little bit. I'm going to put this back in place, and then I'm going to run the air for about 10 minutes. Now we're just putting this without the filters right now so that we can just dry out the compartment. So now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and just turn on the fan. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I put the cover back on. I haven't put any filters in yet, and I'm running the vent fan with the air conditioning turned off at 7 or 8. And I'm going to run that like that for about 10 minutes just to try and get some of the more of the moisture out of the out of that area before I actually put the filters back in. I'm thinking I could actually just put them in right now, but I've got time, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And again, these ones do have the let's go in there, pull that tab down. There we go. So now that we've got that cover on, that's all there is to it. All we need to do now is replace this side panel and the top part up here. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. So that didn't take too long to actually do the, cabin filter swap out. These are the original ones. You can see mine were in fairly good shape after 25,000 kilometers, but I do park inside and I don't run the air conditioning a lot, but I did start getting that funky smell when you first turn on your air conditioning, so I wanted to replace them. These ones right here, they're the Breeze Easy version. Very similar to the Tesla. I think they're a little bit lighter, but the construction's pretty well the same. I would recommend these. In my testing of all three, there was no significant airflow restriction from any one of these. They all seem to be about the same. So I did put in the original OEM ones because I did purchase them already. I've purchased these ones, so I'll just save these for next year, and then I can do them at no cost on my leisure. Placing was fairly simple. If you do have the funky smell, use either Cool It or this one. I used both because I wanted to see which one foamed better, which one had a better smell to it. So I can tell you this one, more of a cleaner smell, so not bad. It's also larger can, so you're going to get more foam. This one here, I think this is the one that Tesla uses, and I'm happy with this one. It has like a spearmint smell to it, so I think the next time I do it, I'm probably going to use 2 cans of this. I just want to make sure it's nice and clean. Probably get away with just one, but it's not that much harder at that point. It's just the cost of 2 cans. I can't remember what the cost was. I believe they're pretty comparable. This one's larger, so you could use either one of these. So I'm going to put the links to the Breeze Easy filters because I believe they're pretty good. Unless you're an OEM guy, then get these ones. If you want to use the Tesla ones, go ahead and use those as well. And I would highly suggest, if you got a funky smell going on, do your cleaning. It'll make a difference. Now when it comes to these HEPA versions, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but just make sure that the loop part, when you're putting it in, has the filter on the intake side. These ones are built completely wrong. They were sent to me for review. I looked at them. I said, I'm not going to review these, so I'm not going to even tell you who they are. Don't get the ones built like this. I don't know if they're, there are ones that they've actually got them the right way. So would I buy these? probably not. I would stick with the Breeze Easy, or I would get the OEM ones. These ones are just going in the garbage. But I wanted to point out the inaccuracy of how they built these. And if you're thinking about purchasing a Tesla in the future, I've got my referral code from Tesla. They just started that up again a few days ago, and you can get yourself some free supercharging miles. Both of us would get a little bit of credits here. And I've got a goal that I want to try and do. If I can actually let's help you guys out first, because that's my goal of this channel, is to help you out and have you not waste your money on bad products. Anyway, thanks for watching.